Hey there, fellow soil enthusiasts! If you've landed here on Soil Sage Chronicles, chances are you're wrestling with that all-too-familiar gardening nemesis, sandy soil. I've been there, trust me. Picture this. You're excited to plant your dream vegetable garden, only to watch your precious seeds wash away with the first decent rain, or worse yet, your plants looking perpetually thirsty despite your best watering efforts. Sound familiar? Today, I'm going to share with you a revolutionary technique that's completely transformed how I approach sandy soil improvement. It's called the banana circle method, and before you start wondering if I've lost my gardening marbles, let me tell you, this ancient permaculture technique is about to become your new best friend. The best part? You'll be using nothing but the yard waste that's probably cluttering up your property right now. Let's get real about sandy soil for a moment. While many gardening guides will tell you that sandy soil drains well, which sounds like a good thing, what they don't always emphasize is that it drains too well. Your nutrients wash away faster than you can say compost tea, and your plants are constantly stressed from inconsistent moisture levels. Sandy soil particles are large and don't hold on to nutrients or water effectively. This means you're fighting an uphill battle every time you try to establish healthy plants. Traditional solutions like adding compost are great, but they often require massive amounts of organic matter that can be expensive and time-consuming to acquire. This is where the banana circle method really shines. It's, well, a self-sustaining system that improves your soil while requiring minimal input from you. The beauty of this method honestly lies in its simplicity and effectiveness. Instead of working against your sandy soil's nature, you're going to work with it, creating a microenvironment that naturally builds soil fertility over time while giving you an incredibly productive growing space. The banana circle method actually originated in tropical permaculture systems, where gardeners noticed that banana plants just thrived when grown around compost pits. The concept is brilliantly simple. You create a circular depression in your sandy soil, fill it with organic matter, basically your yard waste, and plant around the perimeter. As the organic matter breaks down, it creates a nutrient-rich, moisture-retaining hub that feeds your plants while gradually improving the surrounding soil. Think of it as creating your own mini ecosystem right in your backyard. The decomposing organic matter in the center acts like, well, a slow-release fertilizer factory, constantly feeding nutrients to the root zones of your plants. Meanwhile, the circular design maximizes edge space. That's that magical zone where different environments meet and productivity just soars. What makes this method particularly perfect for sandy soil is that it addresses all the major challenges at once. The sunken design captures and holds water that would otherwise just drain away. The decomposing organic matter creates a spongy, nutrient-rich growing medium. And the circular shape creates microclimates that protect your plants while maximizing growing space. Here's where things get exciting. You're going to look at your yard waste completely differently from now on. That pile of leaves you've been meaning to bag up, that's brown gold waiting to happen. Those grass clippings, pruned branches, and fallen fruit, they're all valuable components of your banana circle system. Start collecting a diverse mix of materials. Your brown materials include dried leaves, small twigs, cardboard, and paper. These provide carbon and create air pockets in your decomposing pile. Your green materials include fresh grass clippings, kitchen scraps like vegetable peels, coffee grounds, and eggshells, plus fresh plant trimmings. These provide nitrogen and accelerate the decomposition process. The key is achieving the right balance. Aim for roughly 3 parts brown material to 1 part green material. Too much green and your pile becomes a smelly anaerobic mess. Too much brown and decomposition slows to a crawl. Don't stress about getting it perfect. Nature is forgiving, and you'll develop an intuitive feel for the right mix over time. Before adding materials to your circle, chop or shred larger items when possible. Smaller pieces decompose faster and create better soil contact. Those fallen branches can be cut into smaller sections, and large leaves can be shredded with a mower or by hand. Now for the fun part, building your transformation machine. Choose a location that receives at least 6 hours of sunlight daily, and has good access for both maintenance and harvesting. You'll want to be able to reach the center easily, so keep that in mind when selecting your spot. Start by marking out a circle approximately 6 to 8 feet in diameter. This size gives you enough edge space for productive planting while keeping the center manageable. Using a shovel or spade, dig out the center area to create a depression about 18 inches deep and roughly 3 feet across. Don't worry about perfect measurements. Nature doesn't use rulers. Save that sandy soil you're removing. You'll be using it later to create raised planting areas around the perimeter. As you dig, you're creating the foundation for your water and nutrient collection system. Once your depression is complete, begin layering your yard waste materials. Start with a base layer of coarser brown materials like small branches and thick stems. This creates drainage and airflow at the bottom of your pile. Follow this with alternating layers of brown and green materials, watering each layer lightly as you build. Your pile should eventually mound slightly above ground level. It will settle as decomposition begins. Now, use some of that sandy soil you set aside to create subtle berms around the circle's perimeter. These raised areas will become your prime planting zones, offering improved drainage for plant roots while still benefiting from the nutrients and moisture migrating outward from the center. The magic of the banana circle method lies in understanding the different zones you've created and matching plants accordingly. The outer edge of your circle, where the sandy soil meets your improved area, is perfect for plants that prefer good drainage but can benefit from occasional nutrient boosts. Think herbs like rosemary, thyme, and oregano, or drought-tolerant vegetables like tomatoes and peppers. Moving inward toward your composting center, the soil becomes increasingly rich and moisture-retentive. This zone is ideal for heavy feeders like squash, cucumbers, and leafy greens. These plants will absolutely thrive in the nutrient-rich environment, while their extensive root systems help break up your sandy soil even further. Consider the vertical dimension as well. Tall plants like sunflowers or corn can be positioned to provide afternoon shade for more delicate crops. Trailing plants like nasturtiums or sweet potatoes can cascade down from the raised edges, creating living mulch that further protects your soil. Seasonal planting becomes incredibly flexible with this system. Cool season crops can be established in fall when your compost pile is generating gentle heat, while warm season plants can take advantage of the rich, settled compost the following spring. Your banana circle isn't a set-it-and-forget-it system. It's a living, evolving ecosystem that requires some attention but rewards you exponentially for your efforts. Throughout the growing season, continue adding yard waste to the center depression. Kitchen scraps, pulled weeds before they set seed, and ongoing yard maintenance materials all contribute to the system's productivity. Every few weeks, turn or fluff the composting materials in the center to maintain good airflow and prevent anaerobic conditions. This is also a great time to assess moisture levels and add water if needed, especially during dry spells. As seasons progress, you'll notice the composting materials settling and breaking down. This is exactly what you want. The nutrients are slowly migrating outward and your sandy soil is gradually becoming more fertile and water retentive. After your first full year, you'll be amazed at the soil transformation around your circle. The beauty of this system is its sustainability. Each year, your banana circle becomes more productive and requires less input while continuing to improve the surrounding soil. You're essentially creating an expanding zone of fertility that will eventually transform large areas of your sandy soil into rich, productive growing medium. Even the most well-planned banana circles can face some challenges, especially in sandy soil conditions. If you notice your compost pile isn't breaking down as quickly as expected, it usually means you need more nitrogen-rich green materials or better moisture management. Don't be afraid to add more kitchen scraps or fresh grass clippings, and make sure your pile stays as moist as a wrung-out sponge. Pest issues can sometimes arise around composting areas, but proper management prevents most problems. Avoid adding meat, dairy, or oily foods to your pile, and always cover fresh additions with brown materials. If you're dealing with persistent animal visitors, a simple wire mesh cover over the center depression usually solves the problem without interfering with the composting process. During particularly dry periods, your sandy soil's drainage characteristics can work against you. Combat this by mulching heavily around your plants and ensuring your center pile stays adequately moist. The decomposing organic matter should feel like a damp sponge moist but not waterlogged. There you have it, your complete guide to transforming sandy soil using the incredible banana circle method and nothing but your own yard waste. This isn't just another gardening technique, it's a sustainable approach to soil building that works with nature instead of against it. I'd love to hear about your banana circle adventures. Drop a comment below sharing your experiences, challenges, or creative variations you've tried. And if this article has inspired you to give this method a try, make sure to subscribe to Soil Sage Chronicles for more game-changing gardening wisdom. Don't forget to share this with fellow gardeners who might be struggling with their own sandy soil challenges. Together, we can transform landscapes one circle at a time. You see